Okay. Mm, my straw. Those pita chips taste so good from powder. Oh my goodness. But I thought I told the girl to put the sauce inside. Mm. And that salmon, it's okay. I do need to eat more vegetables though. Because I'm kind of big at the top. Time to slim down a little bit. Oh Lord. That pita chip is so good. Oh my goodness. I'm so thankful that I decided to treat myself today. It was kind of expensive. Look at all these college students. They don't know. Their parents are so proud of them. Mm. Good luck to them. Mm-mm-mm. I'm just worried though. Because we are trying to educate ourselves we are trying to educate ourselves around a bunch of immigrants. I'm disappointed that we are trying to educate ourselves around a bunch of immigrants who do not care about anything. They think that we should give our kids to children. And they're not young adults because they have a consciousness that is unlivable. They are fighting all the time. It's a fight. Look at the crimes. I mean, big crimes. And we need to get that under wraps. Like, why are we going to school to educate ourselves just for someone to say, you know, I'm going to come and kick you in your head to make you give me what I want? It's not the right way. Yeah. And some of these people, some of these youth didn't even graduate from high school. So when you talk to them, it's like they didn't even understand what you just said. Or she says, you can't speak to me because you're not Spanish. I'm like, whoa. What is she gonna do when I start speaking Spanish? Huh? What is she gonna do when I say, see at that thing? Huh? You can teach me that. What is she gonna do? And these ones are like, look like that they're Indian. Asian Indian. We don't have any Asian Indians that are supposed to say that they're Mexican. Where are you getting your human rights from? I mean, if you're an international student, maybe. But Some of the international students don't even want you to know that they're from India. They don't even want people to know their real name, but they're kicking people in their head for their life. To sit with someone famous or star celebrity. I don't want anybody sitting next to me if you just kick somebody in the head to sit next to me. I'm really serious. I know that's new. Some people, the Mexican people probably think we need a private conversation. We have had private conversations. Your country federal laws for telecommunication is against the United States calling there. Yet, you still, as a Mexican, are still wanting to have a conversation with us and still trying to take our things. Doesn't make any sense. So if you can't if we're not allowed to call you, and you can't have that means you should not be having a conversation with us. We can't call you back. Should be not that many people out here. Okay? Black men need to know we have our own house designers. You need a home? You want to design? Ask me about it. I'm going to show you what people are. Should not be looking and selling your home designs from Mexico when we can't even call you back. Can't even call you back. And then you have a nerve. We are not even allowed to even be in Mexico, really. I have no human rights over there. You're still under your own old laws. Why are you coming way over here to tell us your laws? When according to the Dow's Act and the Curtis Act, we have laws for African and our native, our Indian people born here. We don't need you to bring yourself and your refugees over here trying to tell us that you want to sit in our seats. We have no seat in our Constitution for any Mexican. I do not know when most of those old states were already purchased, but those are probably federal states, and so federal states, you can't expect to live as the first person, okay, and be prosecuted. And be prosecuted. Everybody wants to think that they went to school, worked hard, just to give all their things away to a court system. Or we'll turn it back to the United States of America's Constitution, you know. The taxpayers will say, oh, I lost these funds. I lost all my money, man. Hanging out with Mexican people. Hanging out with somebody that I don't have a constitutional right to even make a phone call to. Okay? There should be no crack epidemic at all. Even if you're driving through Mexico to get to South America. If you know that you come from the United States of America, we should not expect you to drive to Mexico looking for crack to get to South America. We do not grow crack here. Or heroin. should not have Mexicans looking to hold our family hostage for you to give them crack because they're with black women. Okay? Or because our civil liberty laws and rights are different. You keep ratifying your laws and you want to ignore your new human rights laws. I thought ratification meant for you to change something. No, that is not what it meant. That's not what it means. It means that you probably amended it. So it was still a law, but you might have just like you didn't delete it, out of your constitution. Like maybe you just changed it around a little bit. That's what ratification is. But you and your leaders are still enforcing laws against Jesus Christ. And every time you get angry and get upset and you don't want to become at peace with America because of the United States, you should think what the priest would say. Because I don't think he had the intention on having new Mexicans in the United States anyways. All of our laws, all of our human rights seem foreign to you. Okay? And then you want to sell us sex. That is weird. You want to have sex with somebody that you have a restitution against, that you're processing as a criminal, and looking at you. That's weird. Criminal. It's like you're trying to say that we broke the treaty laws of the Hidalgo Treaty. And you want to say that we're the ones wanting to talk to you. We're the ones who want to have sex with you. And the man just told you that he was already married. You kung fu chopped him up, but you and your home gang, and made him have sex with somebody in the household for his money. Listen, if you're not supposed to be a millionaire in your country, don't come here looking to be a millionaire. Okay? You need to start with your country first and see if you're supposed to be a millionaire. If you cannot become a millionaire in your own country, there's no reason for you to be sitting up there mad trying to karate chop somebody else for their money and then leaving them by themselves as an American citizen to have to only deal with you. You tell whomever it is that's trying to use you in a kidnapping situation to violate the law, you tell them, guess what? I can't help you. You tell them I can't help you, or you report them, okay, to your attorney general and say, oh, this person just called me and asked me to do X, Y, and Z. Okay, don't keep trying to solicit yourself, violating the treaty laws. Why? Because somebody thinks that something is wrong with that president, okay, to keep allowing you to do that. That's not the law. Okay? Mexican people are supposed to seem like that they're more of a worthy people because you really just visitors to us. Okay, but you seem so ignorant and barbaric. It's like, no wonder why nobody really wants to know you. Okay, and it's barbaric to always want yourself, building homes in somebody else's constitution for your people, for your refugees to live? Is that what it's about? Because honestly, we don't really need all of you to be home builders. Really, back in history, the home builders were probably African black. Okay? And they aren't slaves. Because everybody gets paid for what you do. Okay? Mexican people seem like they need to grow up a little bit more. Like you hang out with those Asian Chinese people, and you forget that they do own your businesses, but they are living under criminal law. I don't agree, because they have liberties too that are limited in the United States. So really, our federation should be more American. Maybe we should feel comfortable. I know you hate hurting people's feelings. But you might be too racist. And too prejudiced. You might be talking to yourself too much about the wrong country. But you keep trying to figure out how you can help our people. You can't help our people. We don't need any of your refugees in our country. You cannot help our people. I feel so bad. They're like in the middle of they're like in the middle of North America and South America, but we cannot help our people. We can help ourselves, because we can't give you anything either. You're just trying to make an arrest. That's all you're doing. You're just trying to make an arrest. Or say someone is bothering you, and nobody cares. I hope Mexico learns how to live better.